One family, two superstar brothers, and a legacy of fame, fortune, and family drama. From Home Alone to Succession, the Culkin siblings have made their mark on Hollywood, but their journeys couldn't be more different. One became a household name before his teen years, the other, a late bloomer with a collection of prestigious awards. Yet their stories remain forever intertwined. Did their shared struggles with fame drive them apart or make their bond stronger? Was there ever a rivalry between the Home Alone legend and HBO's star? And how have they risen above the chaos of their family's complicated past? A troubled father. Let's rewind the clock to the famous family's beginnings. Picture this, a cramped studio apartment in northern Manhattan, 2 adults and 7 Culkin kids crammed into bunk beds. Sounds overcrowded, doesn't it? And who was the master in this house? Kit Culkin. By day, a sexton at an Upper East Side church. By night, a relentless stage dad. He had once been an actor himself, then became a self-appointed manager. Kit dragged his kids to auditions while their mom worked nights as a phone operator. Survival mode was their norm. Casting director Billy Hopkins recalled that the Culkins were really poor back then.
I had to use my own money to make sure that he got to and from rehearsal. Macaulay would crawl under the bleachers at the theater to look for change that had fallen out of people's pockets.
But Home Alone changed everything. The family upgraded from bunk beds to a new life, thanks to young Macaulay.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
Unfortunately, with success came chaos. Kit quickly became infamous in Hollywood. Studio execs despised his arrogance, bad manners, and, brace yourself, his hygiene. Even his kids weren't spared. Years later, Macaulay opened up about the abuse, saying Kit was jealous of his success.
Everything he tried to do in life, I had more than achieved by the age of 10.
During Mac's teenage years, his parents called it quits and things got messy. We're talking a full-blown custody battle over their 7 kids. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just about family. Macaulay's fortune, a jaw-dropping $15 to $20 million at the time, was right at the center of it all. So, when the young actor was 14, he legally removed his parents' names from his trust fund and appointed a neutral executor to safeguard his finances.
I felt like some kid worked really, really hard and I inherited all of his money, pretty much.
And the custody? As an adult, Macaulay shared that the siblings didn't want to stay with their father. So, it was for the best that their mom won. In one interview, Kieran also said that when Kit wasn't around, things were better. No one missed him.
He's not a good dude, but he wasn't really a big part of my life after the age of 15.
Now, the Culkin brothers want nothing to do with their dad, but can we blame them? Macaulay's rise and fall. In a way, Kit led Macaulay to success, but just as surely broke him and his career aspirations. In 1990, the Home Alone movie catapulted the young actor to superstardom and straight into the record books. He became the youngest actor to snag a $1 million payday for My Girl. Everything seemed to be going so well, so why would Macaulay leave the movie industry? As the breadwinner of a big family, he was forced into roles he didn't want.
Yeah, I was tired of it, to be honest. Like, I did like 14 movies in 6 years or something like that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like, yeah, I was away from home a lot. I was away from school. I was just, I needed something else.
At the same time, the fame also put a lot of pressure on the kid. Kieran openly reflected on the challenges of his brother's childhood notoriety. He shared that Macaulay was harassed on the street. There was even a case when a woman pulled off Macaulay's hat, looked at him and said, "You're not that cute," and then handed the hat back and walked away.
Even at that time, as a kid, I remember thinking, that sucks for him, poor guy. He was little and having to try to accept that level of fame as reality.
By 14, Macaulay had walked away from Hollywood to escape the spotlight, but his post-fame years weren't smooth sailing. Public struggles, including a headline-making 2004 controlled substance arrest, fueled speculation about his troubles. But Mac bounced back with some truly offbeat projects. In 2013, he formed the Pizza Underground, a Velvet Underground parody band with a cheesy twist, literally. They rewrote classics like Walk on the Wild Side as Take a Bite of the Wild Slice, with Culkin jamming on a pizza box and rocking kazoo solos. Then, in 2018, he launched Bunny Ears, a satirical lifestyle website and podcast that hilariously spoofed wellness culture. It seems like a creative person doesn't necessarily have to be an actor. Kieran's unexpected triumph. For years, Kieran Culkin lived in the shadow of his superstar brother. Macaulay's fame was blinding, and for the other Culkins, it meant figuring out who they really were. Kieran had a front row seat to Mac's rise and fall, and he didn't like what he saw. Fame, not a nice thing, the actor admitted. After stealing the spotlight in Igby Goes Down in 2002 and being nominated for the first Golden Globe, he hit pause on acting. Kieran needed time to figure things out.
I'd been acting for 14 years, and I never once chose it, so I stopped.
Everything changed with HBO's hit series Succession. As Roman Roy, Kieran found his stride and his love for acting. One day during season 1, he came home and thought, "This is it. I want to be an actor," he said. After nearly 3 decades in the business, it finally clicked.
Yes, very serious.
While viewers continue to guess how much Roman Roy resembles Kieran, his sister Kieran Culkin already gave an answer.
The character isn't him, but it's very similar to him. My brother definitely has more heart than that. I've seen him play the bully and the bullied, because I think he's capable of being both.
Nevertheless, Kieran's convincing performance was rewarded. Last year, the actor stole the spotlight, winning a Golden Globe and Emmy. In his acceptance speeches, the actor thanked 3 women: his agent, Emily Gerson-Sains, who's guided the Culkins for over 30 years, his wife, Jazz Charton, and his mother, Patricia Brentrup.
I was nominated for a Golden Globe like 20 years ago, and when that moment passed, I sort of remember thinking I'm never going to be back in this room again.
Kieran Culkin proved that success doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be yours. From stepping out of Macaulay's shadow to standing tall on Hollywood's biggest stages, Kieran's journey is nothing short of legendary. The brothers bond. They could have been torn apart by fame, family drama, and the chaos of their childhood. But for the Culkin brothers, it's the opposite. Their bond remains strong. When Kieran nabbed a Golden Globe nomination, Macaulay's reaction? Pure joy.
That is so cool!
And that's the energy the Culkin family brings to everything. Kieran once shared a fun childhood memory.
Some of us would go to school, some would not. We used to watch wrestling. I remember watching Macho Man vs. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and then me, Shane, and Mac would imitate those matches.
It seems like wrestling remains a shared passion for all the brothers. Let's take Rory Culkin's wedding as an example. A true family affair, held in New Orleans to coincide with WrestleMania. Rory's big day featured none other than WWE legend Paul Heyman as the officiant. The Culkin clan turned out in full force. "It was so incredible," shared their longtime manager Emily Gerson-Sains.
Kieran with his wife, Macaulay with his girlfriend, and everyone just getting along so beautifully. I think no one can understand the lives they've led but them. They have common experiences that are impossible to explain to people.
It's rare to see such closeness in Hollywood, but for the Culkins, family comes first. Where are they now? After overcoming family challenges and carving out their own legacies, they're thriving in ways they should. First up, the Home Alone legend himself. Last year, Macaulay Culkin received a star on the Walk of Fame, a full-circle moment for the child star turned Hollywood icon. Standing by his side, fiancée Brenda Song and their 2 adorable sons, Carson and Dakota, named after Culkin's late sister. Mac's life today is a far cry from his tabloid heyday. Between raising his family and keeping things low-key, he's embraced a life of privacy with just the right amount of public appearances. And if you're wondering, yes, he's still got that boyish charm we all fell in love with.
I do nothing for my dinner, like nowadays. So I can kind of I can do all kinds of projects that I want to do, whether it's writing or painting or new website, whatever it is.
What about Kieran? Playing Roman Roy is not all business for the actor. Off-screen, he's a devoted husband to Jazz Charton and a doting dad to their 2 little ones. And now, he's making waves in film again with his latest project, A Real Pain, where he stars alongside Jesse Eisenberg.
The conductor's gonna come through, taking tickets. We tell him we're going to the bathroom. He gets to the back of the train, he's gonna start heading towards the front looking for stragglers.
In the movie, Kieran and Jesse play cousins who travel to Poland to explore their family roots, only to find themselves hilariously in over their heads. Critics are excited about this emotional and comedic hit and predict Kieran another successful awards season. So, what can we say? The Culkin brothers are proving they're not just survived, they're thriving. And we're here for every moment. Let us know in the comments, will Home Alone be on your Christmas watch list this year? And have you checked out Kieran Culkin's A Real Pain movie yet?